Hey, my name is Simran, and this is my proper hand washing technique lab. I have already labeled all my tubes. One is no wash, the second group is quick wash, and the third group is good wash. I'm going to be shaking the bottle of Glow Germ pretty well. I'm going to apply a quarter-sized amount of this to the palm of my hands and rub it in really good. So, let's try again. Here it is. And I'm going to rub my hands together. I'm going to make sure to get between my fingers and onto the back of my hands. I'm going to make sure it doesn't contact my clothes or anything else because it can stain. I'm going to take a transfer pipette and transfer 3 mLs of tap water from this beaker. There's a beaker here with tap water onto my no wash tube. So here it goes. Put it in tube 1. Put it in tube number 2 for the no wash tubes. I'm going to turn off the light to make the area as dark as possible. So I'll be right back. I'm going to use the ultraviolet light provided to examine my work area. The contamination should light up under the ultraviolet light. So here's my hand. Here are the 2 tubes. And there are spots on the pipette. The tube rack has some where I touched it. And then I don't see any on my work area. Now I'm going to quickly wash my hands with soap and water, and I'll be right back. So for part 2, I just quickly washed my hands like we all do. I'm going to take the transfer pipette from the quick wash group and transfer 3 mLs of tap water to the beaker to a test tube. So here's the quick wash group. I just got done with the no wash group, which is right here. onto the quick wash group. Here's my pipette, beaker of water, 3 mLs. To the first tube, three mLs, second tube. Okay, I'm going to turn off the light, make the area as dark as possible. I'm going to use the UV light to examine the sink where I washed my hands. And then I'm going to record the number of glowing contamination spots. And I'm going to be right back. I'm going to turn the lights off. I'm going to take this to the bathroom and let's see what happened to the sink. As you can see, this might be a little hard. There are spots on the sink that are glowing. I don't know how well you can see, but there are definitely spots. And now let's examine the spots on the pipette. Maybe one. And then really none on the tubes. None on the tubes just yet. And now I'm going to turn the lights back on, and I'm going to wash my hands, and I'll be right back. I applied liquid soap to my hands. I massaged it thoroughly. I put my hands downwards to the sink. I got the soap in the back of my hands between my fingers. And then I did not use the brush to clean underneath my fingernails. I'll be right back with that. So give me a minute. I'll wash my hands again. Okay, finally washed my hands properly. I'm going to turn off the lights, and then I'm going to check and see how I did. And looks pretty good. I don't really see any spots. Pretty sure I got all traces of the glow germ off of my hands. And then I'm going to turn the lights back on. We're going to do the last part. I'm going to reapply glow germ as described in the first part, so a quarter-sized amount onto my hands. I'm gonna make sure to put it back of my hands, between my fingers. I'm gonna rub my hands together. And now I'm gonna wash my hands like I just did, so very thoroughly. And then I'm gonna also use the brush to clean between my fingers. And I'm gonna use a paper towel to touch the faucet in my bathroom, and a different paper towel to dry off my hands and turn the faucet off so I don't contaminate anything and everything's clean. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna wash my hands really good. I'm gonna use this to clean between my fingernails. I'll be right back. I'm going to turn the lights off, make it as dark as possible, and then use the UV light again to examine my hands. Be right back. And I'm examining my work area. Don't really see many spots. I see some on the brush that I used, on my hands, maybe a little bit on my wrists where I didn't wash good, but my hands itself, they're good. Yeah, it's a little bit on my wrist where I really didn't get the soap or water in, but everything else looks good. I'm going to turn the lights back on. I'll be right back. And that was my experiment. Thank you.